Express f of x equal to x plus 1 all over x minus 1 times x squared plus 2 in partial fractions. For us to express this in partial fractions, we are going to break x plus 1 over x minus 1 times x squared plus 2 to be identical to here. You see that this factor at the denominator is linear. It has the highest power 1. So we can break this as e, where e is a constant, e all over x minus 1, like this, plus this other factor is quadratic. You can see it has the variable x has highest power 2 in this factor. We can express this as bx plus c on x squared plus 2. Now the next thing, we are going to multiply all through by the LCM of x minus 1 and x squared plus 2. And the LCM is simply x minus 1 times x squared plus 2. We multiply the left hand side by x minus 1 times x squared plus 2 over 1 times x plus 1 all over, this dot here stands for multiplication, x minus 1 times x squared plus 2. This will be identical to, we take x minus 1 times x squared plus 2 all over 1 times e on x minus 1 plus bx plus c over x squared plus 2, like this. And this will give us, you see at the left hand side, x minus 1 will strike off x minus 1 at the denominator here. X squared plus 2 at the numerator will strike off x squared plus 2 at the denominator here. So at the left hand side, we'll be left with x plus 1 is identical to, we take x minus 1 times x squared plus 2 at the numerator here, we multiply by e all over x minus 1. X minus 1 will strike off x minus 1. We'll be left with x squared plus 2 times e plus, take x minus 1 times x squared plus 2 times bx plus c on x squared plus 2. X squared plus 2 will strike off x squared plus 2. We'll be left with x minus 1 times, we are multiplying by all this bx plus c. That's why we are putting bx plus c in brackets, like this. The next step, we are going to find the values of the constants a, b, and c. First, when x is equal to 1, you see if you put x here as 1, this will give us 0. And 0 times all this goes to 0. So when x is equal to 1, at the left hand side, you're going to do 1 plus 1 to be equal to 1 squared plus 2 times e plus 1 minus 1 times b times 1 remains b plus c. And this will give us 1 plus 1, which is 2, is equal to 1 squared gives 1 plus 2, 3 times e gives 3e plus 1 minus 1 gives us 0. 0 times b plus c. This will give us 2 will equal to 3e. Because 0 times b plus c goes to 0. At this level now, we can find the value of e by dividing all through by the coefficient of e, which is 3. Then 2 divided by 3 will be equal to 3e divided by 3. And this will give us our e to be equal to 3 will strike off 3, e will be equal to 2/3. Now we need to find b and c. Now the next step, we are going to put x as 0. When x is 0, you'll see that this term will disappear, and we can easily find c since we know the value of e. When x is equal to 0, this will give us 0 plus 1 to be equal to 0 squared plus 2 times e plus 0 minus 1 times b times 0 plus c, like this. 0 plus 1 remains 1 is equal to 0 squared remains 0 plus 2, it gives 2 times e, 2e plus 0 minus 1 gives us negative 1 times b times 0 remains 0 plus c. So negative 1 times c. This will give us 1 is equal to 2e. Negative 1 times c gives us negative c. Positive, negative will stay. So this will give us 2a minus c. Now we can proceed to find c. Since we know the value of a, we know a is equal to 2/3. We are going to replace a with 2/3. This will give us 1 is equal to 2 times 2/3. 2 can be written as 2 over 1 minus c. And this will give us 1 is equal to 2 times 2 gives 4 over 1 times 3 gives 3 minus c. We are looking for c. We are going to transfer c, negative c, to the left hand side so it becomes positive. Then c will be equal to 4 over 3. We are going to transfer 1 to the right hand side, gives us negative 1. Then our c will be equal to the LCM of 3 and 1 is simply 3. 3 divided by 3 gives us 1 times 4, 4 minus 3 divided by 1 gives 3. 3 times 1, 3. Next, we have to simplify. C will be equal to 4 minus 3 gives 1 at the numerator all over 3. So our C is simply equal to 1/3. Now, the next we have to find the constant B. We know A, we know C, we have to find B now. When we are going to take any value for x, when x is equal to, we are going to take a value of x which is different from 1 and 0. So that we can easily get the value of C. We can take x to be equal to -1. X is equal to -1. This will give us -1 plus 1 is equal to -1 squared, like this, plus 2 times a plus -1 minus 1, like this, times b times -1 plus c. This is what we are going to obtain. -1 plus 1 gives us 0. 0 will be equal to negative 1 squared. Negative 1 times negative 1 gives us 1 plus 2 times a plus negative 1 minus 1 gives us negative 2 times b times negative 1 gives us negative b plus c. This will give us 0 to be equal to 1 plus 2 gives us 3. 1 plus 2 gives 3. 3 times a gives us 3a. Next, we have to expand plus negative 2 times negative b gives us positive 2b. Negative 2 times positive c gives us negative 2c. Next step, we are going to make the constant b the subject of formula because we are looking for b. This will give us, we're going to transfer 2b to the left. Negative 2b will be equal to 3a minus 2c, like this. Next step, for us to get b, we are going to divide both sides by negative 2. Divide the left by negative 2. We divide the right by negative 2. So this will give us b to be equal to 3a. We can break this over negative 2 minus 2c on negative 2. This will give us b to be equal to, we can write this as negative 3 over 2a. Here we are dividing two negative numbers, gives us a positive result, plus negative 2 divided by negative 2 gives us positive 1 plus c. And this will simply give us our b to be equal to negative 3 on 2 times, we are going to insert the value of a. We know a is equal to 2/3. We calculated a, plus we are going to insert the value of c, which is 1/3. This will give us, if you simplify, 3 will go here 1, 3 will go here 1, 2 will go here 1, 2 will go here 1. So this will give us negative 1 plus 1/3. Negative 1 here can be written as negative 1 over 1. And this will be equal to the LCM of 1 and 3, their denominators. The denominators of this fraction is 3. 3 divided by 1 gives us 3. 3 times negative 1, negative 3. We bring down the plus sign. 3 divided by 3 gives 1. 1 times 1, 1. This will be equal to negative 3 plus 1 gives us negative 2 on 3. b is negative 2/3. Now we can express the given fraction as a partial fraction. For us to express the given fraction, this as a partial fraction, we are simply going to replace the constants a, b, and c by their calculated values. That's all what we are going to do. This will give us x plus 1 all over x minus 1 times x squared plus 2 to be identical to a on x minus 1. We know a is 2/3, 2 over 3, like this, all over x minus 1 plus, we go now to the next one, bx plus c. b, we know b is 1/3, 1 over 3, x plus c. C is negative 2/3 all over x squared plus 2. And this is simply the same as here. We can send down the denominator of the fraction. 3 will go down. This will give us 2 on 3. We have to multiply all this by 3 times x minus 1 in brackets like this, plus here the numerator, you will see positive, negative, negative will stay. These two fractions, they have a common denominator, which is 3. We are going to send down the 3, and the numerator will be left with x minus 2 on 3 times x squared plus 2. Now we can conclude, therefore, f of x, which is equal to x plus 1 over x minus 1 times x squared plus 2 in partial fractions is identical to 2 on 3 times x minus 1 plus x minus 2 on 3 times x squared plus 2. We are done with the solution. Please, if you like the video, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.